Few things are spookier than a child's voice where it shouldn't be. Today's video is a 1978 short made in Ireland called A Child's Voice. It doesn't seem to have had any main DVD releases or to be available anywhere, and it's got a bit of a mixed history. It was an Irish production made in 1978 and not shown in the UK until 1982. It wasn't part of any series or any anthology and just seems to have appeared and gone. It's a nice spooky little play set in the days of radio, when somebody would come on and read a spooky tale late at night, sometimes serialised, sometimes anthologised, and these were a regular thing during the radio period, going up until the 60s, and there are some famous names that did this. Orson Welles famously did a series of them. Starring T.P. McKenna, it's also narrated by the great Valentine Dyall, who was one of these great radio speakers, one of these great radio presenters, also famous of course for being the Black Guardian in the Fifth Doctor story. And in this play, the great T.P. McKenna plays Ainsley Rupert Macreadie, who writes and broadcasts ghost stories and spooky tales on 3 occasions each week on the radio. Now, T.P. McKenna, or Thomas Patrick McKenna, born in 1929 and only dying in 2011, is a well-known face, a regular in these sort of spooky TV series. He appeared in The Avengers, Thriller, Blake 7, Doctor Who, even in Straw Dogs, and in many of the spooky stories that we discuss and watch on this channel. In this little drama, he's playing a radio broadcaster, and one night after the broadcast is finished, he's talking to the crew, and he's talking about his ideas for his next story. And his next story concerns the great magician Orsino and his helper, a young lad. And as he's explaining the story, that's when things start to get a bit strange. Now, I am not going to give any spoilers here, but this is truly in the class of 1970s ghost stories for Christmas. This is one of those really good little plays that just don't seem to get made anymore, and this one sadly seems to have got lost. I think a lot of you will enjoy this. T.P. McKenna is a great actor. It's full of suspense. It's just a really good story. It's nicely told. It's filmed well. The quality isn't as good as I'd like, but it's still a very watchable copy. And I think that coming up to Christmas, it's one of those nice programs to settle down and watch and just let yourself drift. It's less than half an hour, and it's just a really good, creepy, eerie little program. So without any spoilers, that is A Child's Voice. What's your favourite T.P. McKenna programme? What do you remember seeing him in? Do you remember seeing Valentine and Dyall in any programmes? What do you think of this programme? Does it match up to the other 70s spooky programmes? There's something a little different in it. Something I think is enjoyable. Until next time, take care.